So I have a question for the audience before we conclude. I'm going to put it in the comment section. Is it ever right to exercise disloyalty to our government kings in favor of loyalty to the sovereign King Jesus? So I guess this is asking, where should your loyalty lie? If you have to choose one or the other, if Jesus is king, but we have these government kings that rule over the land and they're contradicting one another, which one do you choose? Because we're supposed to be law-abiding citizens, but we're also supposed to be God-glorifying citizens of heaven.
Of course, it's an easy answer. You do what God says to do first and foremost. That even goes for like wives, you know. If your husband's trying to get you to do something sinful, you don't do that. And vice versa, the husband towards the wife, you know. The wife is trying to influence you to do something that's ungodly, you say no. No matter who it is, you know. Our allegiance is to Christ and Christ alone, you know, and our convictions, our lives stem from that. You know, so what the culture has tried to do is separate public from private, you know, like your faith, keep it private, not public. And no, it affects both of the spheres of influences we're in, you know. If I only do it privately and not publicly, it's not authentic. It's not real. You know, it's preferential. But Christianity doesn't lend itself to be left to, you know, preferences. It's the truth. You know, it's something that affects the very core of a person. You know, your heart is changed. Yeah. And Jesus said that out of it come out all the issues of life, not just the private ones, also the public ones. And so I think Christians need to wake up a little bit, man. We need to stop being ashamed of the gospel, you know, and afraid. We need to just blatantly share it because it's what changes lives.
Amen.
You know, so yeah, definitely. If the government in this, no matter, it really don't matter what government it is, in China, in Australia, Canada, United States, any government that seeks to force a people to commit acts of sin we as Christians must adhere to the scriptures, to what God said first, even at the cost of our lives, you know. And by God's grace, we'll be able to do that. I like to think that I could say, nah, kill me. But I know by myself, I'm a coward. I wouldn't be able to do that. But by God's grace, I would be, you know. So our allegiance is to Christ and Christ alone. And that's it.